There's been a bunch of posts lately saying content is not king or content is not queen.
And
right.
I don't think we really agree.
We don't agree.
It's Paula and Marion, and we're back.
Yay!
We want to talk about 5 reasons that content still matters.
If you do these 5 things, if you keep these 5 things in mind, your content will still be king or queen or president.
Okay.
First one that you brought up was this idea of originality, creativity, and risk.
Maybe content is no longer king or queen, but it could be if you are writing things that nobody else is writing. Like, I think when we get too comfortable in our space, we got to find ways to shake this up.
Kind of brings us to the second element of successful content, which is community.
Look at something like Mr. Beast, who just hit 100 million followers on YouTube this last week. His audience, his community, he invites them on the show. It's like the integration of the people in the show, and it is the community, and it kind of starts to blur the lines.
And the third one is trust. Do you want to talk about that? I mean, yes. I think they're all really connected.
Marketing talks a lot about the know, like, and trust factor, and that's how you... Maybe it is more invite people in. They start to know who you are. They know what things you're affiliated with. They know what's going on behind the scenes. And the more you let them in, the more somebody who's watching, listening, reading feels like they know you and they can trust the things that you're saying.
And I think this is also why we see such a huge development of personal brand, because personal brands are so much more trustable. And as a person, you can become part of a community. So the fourth piece...
I love to call it the ecosystem. You like to call it... You have another word for it. What do you call it, Marion?
I call it the virtuous cycle.
I love a good virtuous cycle. People find the same message or a complementary message on your website. Where are you interacting with them and making sure all of those pieces coordinate and feel like the same message? It's all the same language that you can repeat, as Elsie Escobar likes to talk about, but that it is also, it's a continuation of brand. And so you're meeting those people everywhere.
All those channels that your community interacts with you in have to be connected. They can't feel like, and this is where some of the smaller brands have an advantage over the bigger brands, because in a bigger brands, you have literally a different department managing your Twitter and your Discord community. And if they don't feel connected and they're not speaking to each other.
Even if you're thinking about ad agencies, that's how they think about business.
Right.
We've got the social media team, we've got the web team, we've got the video team. But I think I'm doing my wide world of golf voice even right there. But I think...
Which actually brings us... I mean, they're also related, because our fifth one is relevance. Yeah. And really, if you're doing all these other things, then you're going to be successful in that area.
I'm thinking brand relevance, it has a couple of arms to it, if you will. I think it's important. This ties into purpose. So staying really close to what your brand's purpose is. So I think knowing that and staying true to it will help you further your own brand in the eyes of the people that are already, raving fans. They want more of that. And I think the other point of it is staying relevant to those people is the other arm of it. Is like, I'm staying true to my brand, and I'm staying true to what the people who love this brand already are telling me they love.
Right.
Yeah.
Which is a much better word.
You're embracing
audience,
both.
Right? The old word was audience and the new word is community.
Before that, it was like users.
Oh, yeah, right. Or customers, right. So if we recap, right, if you want your content to be king, queen, or president, you need to have, number one, original content that is, possibly risk-taking, right, and vulnerable. Number two, you need to engage with your community, do that listening, participation, not just broadcast. Number three, trust is so critical right now. You have to really build trust. Number four, you have to think about being multi-platform, your entire ecosystem, your virtuous cycle, not keeping all your platforms siloed. And number five, relevance, right? Did I miss one?
I totally agree. No, that's all. That's all. Yeah, just do that. I think that's, and maybe this is 6. It's hard.